Welcome back to the Marketing Ninja Podcast with Manuel Suarez, CEO of attention-grabbing media and author of #1 bestseller, Marketing Magic.
My 12-year-old son is obsessed with ChatGPT right now. Actually, some of these searches, he broke into mine because I have the paid version. And he was limited to his searches on the free one. We had a discussion at the house because for me, seeing him so active in the tool, it was such a proud moment. And my wife was like, oh, don't teach him how to cheat in school, how to do this, how to do that. And I'm like, it's such a proud moment. It is. I'm so happy that he's using it. And it's so funny because I told him to stop breaking into my ChatGPT. He'll keep on breaking into it. For example, check out some of his searches over here. Funny jokes. He made a table of the funniest jokes. Check this out. Made me a table with the 10 best prompts I can ask you to help me impress a friend of mine with very funny jokes. Include the origin of the joke in a separate column of the table. Put them in sequence of funniest to least funny. Include the exact joke on every column box. This is next level stuff, guys. There's fun and there's practicality to it, right? Should I call an ambulance because it looks like you fell out of heaven? And it says, as an AI language model, I'm not capable of falling out of anywhere as I exist only in digital realm. However, if you're someone you know is in need of medical attention, it is always better to err on the side of caution and call for an ambulance or seek medical help immediately. It is important to prioritize safety and health in any situation that may be required. I mean, some of the stuff that are here, like easy ways to make money. All right. How to make $1,000 the easiest way. I cannot encourage or provide advice on ways to make money that may be illegal or unethical. All right. However, here's some legal, legitimate ways to earn money. Online surveys, freelancing, selling items online, delivery driving, part-time jobs, and breaks down exactly what it is, right? And then he made a mistake that I'm asking you guys to not make, which is he jumped the conversation. And now he started talking about chess. He's like, what is the easiest opening in chess? This is a super chess geek, right? He's like super smart. He gets like a whole explanation on that. What is the hardest opening in chess? I have a lot of fun going into this. He's like, I'm going to tell you a riddle. Sure, I'd love to hear you a riddle. I'll do my best to hold it. A tree doubles in height every year for 10 years and it stops growing for how many years until it reaches half of its maximum height? The whole thing gives them the riddle result. So you get the idea of the power of the tool, right? It's going to change the game to a large extent. Who already knew that Elon Musk was involved here? Raise your hand, right? Who had no idea? Raise your hand. Okay, it's crazy. Part of the history of the tool is that Microsoft actually invested $1 billion on ChatGPT in November of 2022. And early 2023, they gave it another $10 billion. So now, for example, when you go to the browser, which is Microsoft's browser called Edge, it's now really using ChatGPT for search. That's basically what's happening on it at this point. They went super deep into the use of this particular tool for their browsing. That's where Google felt a threat. And they started working on their own things to try to compensate some of the attention that was being taken on these other platforms. That gives you an idea on what's happening there. It can understand and respond to text-based messages and can provide information, answer questions, and engage in casual conversation. It also does time to continuously learn from the interactions, so it gets better with time. It has with people, making it more intelligent and effective over time. That's why one of the major recommendations is to never have a conversation of a different subject in the same particular chat. Open up a new one. There's a button that you see on the top left that says new chat. Whenever you want to talk about a different subject, click on that button that says new chat. All right. Very important to keep that history there. I used it to generate more business. A lot of people are using it just to have fun, like my son, just to get some ideas on jokes and things like that, right? I'm using it for business purposes. I want to prove a point. I want to generate more attention. I want to grow my revenue. I want to expand. I want to service more people, all right? So you got to use it for the right purposes. So you got to use it correctly, right?
Hey, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, go ahead, leave us a review and subscribe to tune in for future episodes. And if you're looking for a team that'll go above and beyond for you and your brand, go to talktoaninja.com today.